Hi everyone, trying something a little different this week with Zero to Hello and doing a video post. The reason I'm doing a video post is because what I'm talking about today is a little more personal in nature and something that I know a lot of illustrators, myself included, struggle with quite a lot from time to time, and that's the issue of self-doubt, not believing that our work is good enough, professional enough to be out there and create a successful career. Now, over the last 10 years or so, I've let this problem stall me and paralyse me, and it's led me to not getting very far at all in my career. Over that time, I've developed a few techniques that I use to get past the issue of self-doubt. Doesn't always work brilliantly first time, and it's certainly not a magic pill to cure it, but hopefully by sharing these techniques with you, it'll help you move past the issue as well and produce some great work. The first thing I did was to turn off the internet. Close up the art books, turn off my Google Reader that was flooding me with images of my favourite illustrators that I was just comparing myself to constantly. It's fine to look to these sources for inspiration, to get you fired up before you start a piece of work, but then once you're actually producing that piece of work, put all those things away, because most of the time, if you're like me, it won't be inspiration, it'll be intimidation that you're feeling, and so therefore you'll let that paralyse you and you just won't get anywhere. The second thing is to be realistic. None of the illustrators that you're looking at, your favourite illustrators, started out as the fully formed artists that they are now. They all started somewhere, they've all improved over their careers. And what you're doing is comparing yourself now, at maybe the beginning of your career, to them who have been in the industry for maybe 10 years. So they've had a lot more practice at the craft than you have. So be a little easier on yourself and don't compare yourself to where they are now. The third thing is be positive. Don't go into a piece of work being negative, because if you put negativity in, then chances are negativity is going to come out. I've done this many times, and just the lack of confidence going into a piece of work made the piece so weak. And so if you can be positive going in, chances are your brush strokes will be stronger, your colour choices, your composition will be stronger. So putting that positivity in, positivity will come out, and you will, I'm sure, produce a better piece of work. The fourth thing is to not procrastinate. Don't let it stall you completely. For a long period of time, I just wasn't creating anything because I was just paralysed by the fact that not believing in myself and thinking that my work was good enough, and so therefore I thought I might as well not even bother. And if you're not doing anything, you're going nowhere. So I encourage you to take action. Even if you have to produce the piece of work 10 times before you get it right, that's fine. No one needs to see those 9 other iterations of the work. But if you just stop, then you're not going anywhere. So take action. If you're taking action and doing something, then you're moving in the right direction because you're moving forward. The final point I wanted to make was, and this is maybe a bit more controversial, is that you have a choice to feel self-doubt. This is a hard one to swallow, but I do believe that you have a choice to feel self-doubt. I say this because nobody's phoning you up. I mean, your favourite illustrators, like James Jean, isn't phoning me up saying, Jonathan, your work's rubbish, you're never going to make it, why don't you just give up now? Those voices are all coming from within my head, telling me that I'm not good enough. So I can choose to ignore those voices. I can choose to take action and be positive and apply all of these techniques that I've just been talking about. Actually just do something. And in doing something, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to improve, you'll get better, and in time you will be able to compare your work with your favourite artist and not feel intimidated or feeling the self-doubt. I hope these techniques have helped. They've certainly helped me over time. It's not a magic pill. It's certainly not something that I've eradicated completely. I still struggle with self-doubt, but I now have some tools in my toolbox to help me move past that and actually create work. If you have any tips and techniques that you'd like to share with us, then please do share them in the comments, because I'm sure we could all use all the extra help that we can get when trying to overcome this issue. Thank you.